Ada came home, crying on a day when the sky could not decide between rain and sun. People said such days were dangerous because truth and lies could walk together without warning. Ada ran into Umuokorie dust, covering her legs, her wrapper torn from rushing. Her voice arrived before her body, loud and full of pain. She cried that her husband had thrown her out like unwanted firewood. Women left their cooking fires. Children stopped playing. She fell at her mother's door, sobbing. Her mother, Izine, came out slowly. Her eyes were sharp, not with worry, but calculation. She had buried her husband many years ago, and she had learned that survival belonged to those who ask few questions. She did not touch Ada. She did not scold her. She only asked if the husband had left any gifts or taken anything away. When Ada shook her head, Izine sighed not for her daughter's shame, but for lost profit. Across the village, another name brought warmth. Nnanna. He was the kind of man elders showed children as an example of true strength, not the loud strength of fists, but the quiet strength that holds a village together. Boys wrestling in the sand would hear elders say, "Be like Nnanna." He rose early every day, not because anyone watched him, but because he respected work. He spoke little, and people listened carefully when he did. His words were slow and deliberate, like a hunter stepping carefully along a forest path tested by ancestors. Children loved him because he listened to them, bending down so their eyes met his. He taught them how to set traps with sticks before giving them iron traps. He made bamboo flutes and showed them how to make music with breath. Women trusted him because he never looked at them with desire. Men respected him because he never boasted, even when his traps returned with heavy meat. In the evenings, Nnanna would play the flute in the village square, not for show, but as if he was speaking with music. Women gathered, first pretending by chance, then openly, drawn by his sound. Beautiful girls followed not because he chased them, but because his music made them feel important. Then he would play the drum. His hands could make it whisper or roar. Once, in a festival contest with a neighboring village, his drumming silenced all the others. He returned not only with praise, but with the princess of that village walking beside him. He refused marriage, escorting her home with respect. The story of that day spread for many years. But Nnanna was more than music. One season, men from other villages came at night, destroying farms and stealing goats. A boy went missing, and panic spread while elders argued. Nnanna acted. He organized the young men, taught them signals, and how to watch the village borders. When the invaders returned, they found the villagers ready. The fight was quick and fierce. The enemies ran, injured and ashamed. Nnanna returned quietly, telling the boys to sleep.
Storm has passed. Go now, rest. Yes, Nnanna. Sleep well, my sons.
After that, people stopped saying he was lucky. They said the land itself knew him, and it was that steady, shining presence that made his fall impossible to forgive. The year he caught the elephant made his name legendary. He trapped a live elephant at the forest's red boundary, a place near the spirit. He could have sold it secretly and become rich, but he carried it to the king and gave it freely. Drums announced his name. The king called him the hunter of elephants. The village gave him praise like never before. Ada watched with a smile that never reached her eyes. Once, Nnanna had advised her under the Umuokorie tree, "Ada, stay where you put your mat. Marriage is not a marketplace." 2 husbands had already returned her. She never forgave him for telling her the truth. Hatred inside her learned patience. She began to poison Nnanna's reputation. First, she spoke to the women of the village, crying softly and telling them false stories. He takes what is not his. I hear he leans too close to girls who do not belong to him. The women listened and whispered, and soon fear and suspicion spread. Then she went to the men in the fields and market. "He gives too much," she said, "not because he is kind, but because he wants to be above everyone. Watch what he leaves for the king. I wonder what he wants in return." Men began to doubt him. Admiration slowly turned to suspicion. Even the palace stewards were not safe. Ada whispered to them that Nnanna laughed at the king when nobody watched. The stewards told others carefully, and rumors moved through the palace. Nnanna changed in their eyes, from a trusted hunter to a man who might defy. Each lie alone could be denied, but when combined, they became a storm. Love and trust withdrew. Nnanna's star began to dim. Then the sickness came. It started quietly in the forest where he went to check his traps. Strange sounds and smells like rotting yams and smoke followed him. No tracks, no broken branches, just a feeling that the forest had changed. That night, he coughed lightly, thinking it was dust. Days passed. The cough worsened. His traps failed. Friends drifted away. The village, influenced by Ada's whispers, hesitated to help. One night, he called for witnesses. "See my traps. Check if the forest is honest tonight." Nobody came. Elders looked away. Young men avoided him. Even children stayed back. The sickness spread like shadows, silent and relentless. Every breath became a struggle. By the time anyone realized, it was too late. Nnanna lay in his hut, staring at the ceiling, coughing into his hands. The wind whispered through the village, as if the land itself was watching. And Nnanna died. A heavy thunder struck and shook the village. A heavy Iroko has fallen, but it didn't fall alone. Ada was close to a local well, drawing for her kids. At the same moment, Nnanna gave up the ghost. She fell into the well and never made it out. Later, the villagers would learn from a diviner that the lives of Ada and Nnanna were woven, and the death of one would lead to the other. They were two opposing children of goddesses.